I don't know the origin of it, but I do know that it's this idea that Saint Joseph is a protector, and so therefore by burying him upside down, the belief is that your house will sell. It's not just simply to bury Saint Joseph upside down and then forget about him. And there has to be a series of things that we do so that we're uniting ourselves to the will of God more and more. Because we don't really know the will of God in this life without that sense of prayer. And as we pray, the more we pray, the more we're going to be open to that will. And even if it isn't exactly what we want, we're going to be okay with it because we've been preparing ourselves to accept the will of the Lord. And so in the same way with St. Joseph, definitely saying prayers, novenas, and those kind of things around the idea of selling one's home is a good idea too. And it's harmless. It is kind of silly. I mean, thinking about it, you know, burying a statue of St. Joseph, whom you probably should respect. But the other thing is as well is a lot of times people don't realize that when you do that, and if your house does sell, that he then has to become a part of your new home in a place of honor. So you can't just bury St. Joseph and forget him and leave him. You have a certain responsibility for him then after that to place him in a place of honor in your new home. So I'd caution anyone not to just bury him, but to find him, obviously, have a way to find him so that they can put him in a place of honor in their new home. I can neither say that I love the idea, because I really do want people to know that I would prefer not to bury St. Joseph. Maybe just pretending to bury him would suffice too, or at least doing honor to him and asking him to intercede on your behalf would be just as effective as burying him in a bag. So I don't necessarily want to say, yes, I'm all for it. I also don't want to say I'm all against it, because then obviously there will be pitchforks. But I think it's a worthy thing to do, as long as you're going to do it with the intention of being open to the will of the Lord, and it's not just some cutesy way, superstitious way to sell your home.